Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your Spanish warrior, the little uncle, Albert Campos.
The little uncle here to show us what he's all about. The Spaniard coming off a win, got his revenge against the Black Lion last time we saw him. Well, tonight he's here for RWS 200, dressed to impress in the new Fairtex line here at RWS 200. Welcome back, the little uncle, to Rajadam Nern World Series, Songroy 200.
And now, introducing your Ecuadorian warrior, Oscar Fonseca.
We bring in the Latin American flair here tonight on RWS 200. A very dangerous Ecuadorian by the name of Oscar Fonseca, looking cool, looking calm, and looking collected as he makes his way to the Rajadam Stadium ring for the very first time here tonight. We are celebrating. This is a celebration, boys, of 200 events of Rajadam World Series. What a fight card we have for you tonight. Welcome, Oscar Fonseca, to Rajadam World Series. Once again, we'd like to welcome everybody watching around the world, whether it be on DAZN, whether it be on Facebook, whether it be on YouTube. What a fight card we've got for you tonight. As Joe was saying, Koki Osaki making his debut against Chaiton. We saw his brother, didn't we? Didn't go so well for him when he fought here on RWS.
Here we are with the tale of the tape. Albert Campos, the little uncle, taking on Oscar Fonseca. Here for RWS 200. Aaron, tell us about these gentlemen.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got two of the
gentlemen,
finest Latins going head-to-head right here tonight in Oscar Fonseca and Albert Campos. Albert Campos has been in that ring, he's been there, he's been to war. Coming off a spectacular knockout victory the last time that we saw him, so we should be bringing in some confidence into the ring, let's say. But now, Joe Comerford, there's a little bit of pressure for the first time on Albert Campos.
Of course, Campos has experience against some pretty big names, including the brother of Koki Osaki, Kuzuki Osaki.
So you can just hear Mr. Beer explaining to the crowd in attendance, the packed house, each and every week here at Rajadam Stadium, that this is the Y Crew, and it's done before every traditional Muay Thai fight in honor of the fighters, masters, trainers, and indeed can represent the gym or camp they fight out of and represent. And you'll be seeing this dance, if you're new to Muay Thai, throughout the evening here on RWS, being performed by each and every fighter, as it is done throughout the week at the world's greatest Muay Thai stadium, known as Rajadam Stadium. But here tonight, we're at the world's greatest Muay Thai promotion, and we're celebrating 200 in style. In the red corner, Albert Campos, like Joe said, known as the little uncle from Spain, 31 years of age, standing at 166 centimeters tall, weighing in at 121.5 pounds for this super bantamweight fight, with a reach of 168 centimeters. Born in Barcelona in Spain, professional record stands 26 victories, 7 losses, and 1 draw. In the blue corner, Oscar Fonseca from Ecuador. 2 years older at 33. Similar height, 167 centimeters. Easily making weight yesterday here at the stadium, 121.4 pounds. However, reach advantage goes to Campos. Fonseca's reach, 162 centimeters. Born in Quito, in Ecuador, 15 professional Muay Thai fights to his name, 10 victories, 5 losses. But as I stated, this is his debut here tonight, I believe, on RWS. And what a promotion, what a way to make your debut on the 200th episode of Rajadamnern World Series. Got some incredible fights tonight. I know a lot of the Muay Thai community are very excited for the co-main event of the evening. On any other card of the year, that could be a main event. Jigsaw will be defending his flyweight championship. He is the champion at 112 pounds against a fighter who he lost against last year here at the stadium, away from RWS, not on this promotion, against the 108-pound champion, one of the pound-for-pound strongest punchers in the sport of Muay Thai, and he goes by the name of Duan Gao Sit Gao. That's a pick'em. That really could go either way. In the main event, Daniel Rodriguez, the man who helped put RWS on the map, is headlining the event. Of course, he was supposed to be taking this fight against Ritiwada. Unfortunately, Ritiwada pulling out due to an injury. In steps a man who's going to make history here tonight. The first ever Argentinian fighter to compete for a Rajadamnern Stadium world title in the form of Angela Bauza. What an opportunity to make history, more history for Angel competing tonight. It's not going to be an easy task though. We know about Daniel, we know about the fact that he's been here on RWS since the very start. He was the champion before RWS was formed, I believe, and he's still champion to this day with 4 title defenses under his belt. Here tonight, he looks to make it 5. Beautiful white crew there from both the combatants. Albert Campos in the red corner, Oscar Fonseca in the blue. Final instructions from the referee in the ring. Removal of the moncon, the sacred headgear. Final instructions, and we'll get this one underway. But before that, the official introductions from the voice of RWS, the voice of Rajadamnern Stadium. I'll hand you over now to Mr. Beer.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Beer Suwadit, the voice of Rajadamnern, your ring announcer for this exciting evening. And welcome to RWS Rajadamnern World Series. We are live from the world's first Muay Thai stadium, Rajadamnern Stadium, the birthplace of Muay Thai, and broadcasting live to over 200 countries around the world on the sword. Tonight is a very special night as we celebrate RWS 200, marking the 200th event in the history of Rajadamnern World Series. It is also a very special milestone for me, as this is my 200th event as the announcer of RWS. To everyone here at Rajadamnern Stadium, and to everyone watching around the world, thank you for your continued support, and let's make history together. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for RWS 200? Are you ready? This is Muay Thai, and this is Rajadamnern. It is time to start the first preliminary bouts of RWS 200. Introducing your referee, Mr. Boromet Tukdi. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the red corner at 31 years of age. He stands at 166 centimeters tall and weighs in at 121.5 pounds. He holds a record of 26 wins, 7 losses, and 1 draw, fighting out of Barcelona, España. Let's hear it for the little uncle, Albert Campos. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner at 33 years of age. He stands at 167 centimeters tall and weighing at 121.4 pounds. He holds a record of 10 wins and 5 losses, fighting out of Quito, Ecuador. Let's hear it for Oscar Fonseca!
Here we go. RWS 200. I am Aaron Suri-Somban alongside Joe Comerford and the returning Antoine Pinto.
Here we
Let's go.
The
Three-minute rounds at 122 pounds.
Right, and here we go. The very first bout for RWS 200. Albert Campos obviously having the advantage. He's been here a few times already. What a challenge it will be for both of these fighters, Joe.
Absolutely, but Campos, as he said, having that advantage has fought some solid opposition here, of course. Kazuki Osaki, Ucham. Showed in his last fight, beating him with those 3 knockdowns. He's been in there with... Oh!
Right away, the right hand coming from Oscar.
Warning shot there for Campos.
Don't know if you remember Campos' last fight. He got knocked down early in the first round, but came back firing, readjusted.
He's caught him. His legs are still staggering, I believe, and another body shot there from Campos.
Oh, and he's hurt. He's hurt. Look at that. The body shot and followed by the right hand.
Oh, chasing for the soul snatcher here.
Oh!
Another left hook there. Albert with a left high kick.
Oh, Fonseca so tough here, holding on by a thread, digging that body shot over the top.
Oh, missing with the left hook over the top there. Fonseca looked like he was trying to spin there for a spinning back elbow. I don't think he had the power to do so. His legs are still not all there. Big knee to the midsection from Campos. Trying to finish this one in round number 1.
Oscar,
And again, digging it in. That toe kick that we saw.
Oh! Oscar digging deep, trying not to go down.
Oh, Fonseca returning fire here, mustering up a bit of custard. Oh, the palm over the top to set up the right hand.
My goodness. 1 minute left to what has been an incredible round here. Just kick off. RWS 200. A spinning back elbow is thrown. He connects and he goes down. How about that?
The palm over the top, inside control within the clinch, but separated to get back on the outside.
Nothing less to expect
Leaping
here
left
in
hook. And another
RWS.
body shot, and Oscar feels the full force of that body strike once again. Right hands galore here from Albert.
Certainly setting a precedent here for the card.
These body shots. With a right hand. He's on ice. How is he able to stay on his feet? Quite incredible. Left high kick. I told you he's on ice. Oh my goodness. He needs that bell. There's still 15 seconds left in the round.
And somehow no knockdowns yet.
Leaping left hook. More shots. Oh, another high kick once again. Saved by the ropes perhaps that time. And a takedown. End of a blistering round number 1. I can't think of a better way to kick off RWS 200. Spectacular.
Well, I'll tell you what, they make him tough over there in Ecuador. Oscar Fonseca. Resilience, persistence, just hanging on there by a thread. I mean, there were some impressive moments there. Well, hugely impressive moments there from the little uncle, Antoine. Coming back here for RWS 200. How does it feel to witness a round like that to kick off one of the biggest cards of the year?
Absolutely amazing, Joe, and you could expect nothing less but fire, and these guys are putting on a show. Look at that, back and forth. Oscar getting the first hand, and now Campos coming back stronger and stronger, but somehow Oscar is still standing up.
Oscar Fonseca must have iron in his chin because the amount of strikes they took and was able to stay on his feet doesn't make sense. Let's hand you over to the judges. Open scoring, always here on RWS. Surely it's Campos' round. Let's see.
Ladies and gentlemen, in round one, all three judges scored around 10-9 in favor of the red corner.
There you have it, Albert Campos winning a round on all three of the judges' scorecards. Let's listen in to the corner of the little uncle.
Albert, quando der o joelho, qualquer não pode fazer. Não tem nada. Agora tocar uma vez assim,
And of Oscar.
Qualquer, mais, controlo mais. E jab frontale, e chiodo esquerdo. Chiodo esquerdo, confia.
Well, he's clearly down on the scorecards. He took a lot of big shots. If you're in the corner of Campos, you're going to be telling him, look for the kill, look to take him out.
We could see Campos going for those body shots and then following up with that left kick. Fonseca guarding that left side of the body very well. Oh!
Leaping left hook, toe kick once again there from Albert Campos. Seems to have added that to his repertoire.
A solid jab there from Albert Campos. Still fairly high tempo here in the second round.
Highly experienced here on RWS is Campos. This is his 9th fight.
Oh!
Won 4 of them, 3 by way of knockout, 3 losses and 1 draw.
Oh, solid hands there from Campos.
And as Joe was saying, last time we saw him, spectacular knockout over Akram Huchibi, who he drew with previous to that knockout. Another big solid right hand there from the little uncle. And once again, somehow, someway, Fonseca is able to eat it up and continue.
Oh, and again, Campos way faster right now. Oscar in survival mode right now, not having any answer for Campos at all.
And we always say, don't we, an attribute that's, I don't know if you can teach it or not, is having a chin like Oscar Fonseca. Most fighters would give anything in the world to have a chin like him. The amount of strikes they can take, but he's down on the scorecard. He needs to show a lot more now here with 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the clock. He's got to attack Campos. It's all the Spaniard here in round number 2.
We saw the very first right hand early on from Oscar. He's got what it takes, but now he needs to let it go. He needs to find a target because right now it's all Campos.
And Campos is picking the right shots, Joe.
Absolutely. The little uncle trying to pull Fonseca off the family tree here. Nice repalm there from Fonseca. Catches the kick, takes it free underneath him.
I'm surprised they get a little warning from that, but the referee deemed it a kick and not a trip. But Fonseca protecting his body, leaves his head exposed. Campos is able to throw shots to the head and they connect.
Oh, calf kick there.
Upstairs, and Campos is awaiting with strikes to the body.
I just feel like Albert Campos has far more power output than Fonseca, the ability to hurt him a lot. Oh, big elbow over the top. Fonseca built differently. The amount of punishment he's taking, not to give much of his own at this point.
I guess the only question we can ask right now is, can Albert Campos sustain this pressure throughout 3 rounds? I mean, he's done it for the first 2, and we haven't seen anything really in the way of offense from Oscar Fonseca, but now we can see him backing up. He's produced a lot of output from these first 2 rounds. Can he continue to do that in round 3? If not, potentially Oscar Fonseca has got a way to win, but it's going to be a very difficult ask, because here comes Albert Campos once again, striking with shots to the head and to the body. And I'm saying that's another round for the little uncle.
Yeah, and you can see celebrating already on the ropes. A very tough round for Fonseca.
Yeah, I don't think there's any argument there from anyone about that round. It was just output after output, volume up to 11 there from Campos. But as he said, there was no real answer there from Fonseca. Sharp, calculated, straight through the gaps there from Campos. But as I said before, Fonseca is just one tough customer. Built differently, that's for sure. Very surprised he hasn't gone down for an 8 count at this point.
Absolutely. What a tough chin he's got, like Aaron mentioned.
Almost too tough. Maybe if he would have
Probably.
gone down, he could have seen some brain cells right now because he's getting tuned up, if we're being honest, by Albert Campos here tonight, who is looking for his 5th victory here on RWS. Let's see how the judges have scored it.
Ladies and gentlemen, in round 2, all 3 charges scored around 10-9 in favor of the red corner. For the total score, all 3 judges scored 20-18.
Lo peor que pasa es que
No
te caes,
surprises,
pero va a caer
Albert
él
Campos
también.
is now 2
Tiene
rounds
dos
up with
brazos, dos
1
piernas, se va a
round
caer él también,
remaining.
pero hay que
Looking
pegarle.
good for
Si
Albert.
no le pegan, no
Just
se va a
has to
caer.
make sure he stays
No
on his
le-
feet in this
No le
round.
está pegando.
Doesn't get caught with anything silly, which you never know in this sport. There is options to throw spinning back elbows, which we saw Fonseca. He tried to, wanted to throw, I believe, in round number 1. So all he has to do now is maintain his composure, protect his lead, defend well, and he'll be getting his hand raised here tonight. Or does he want to try and make a statement and try and take out Fonseca in the 3rd and final round?
Here we go. Fonseca, on the other hand, he's got to let those hands go. He's got the power. He's got what it takes. And this is what RWS does to you. Sometimes it takes away everything. The crowd, the atmosphere, and of course, facing somebody like Campos. But look at that. Fonseca already pushing forward.
Ooh, absolutely, straight out of the gate. Nothing but fury in the eyes of Fonseca here. Look at the significant strikes landed. 29-9. Oh, phenomenal volume there from Campos.
And again, solid right hand.
Campos looking like he wants to protect his points here, not take any unnecessary risks. Solid left hook there from Campos. Of course, big knockout bonus on offer here tonight.
Again. He's making this look very easy, Albert Campos, here tonight against a very dangerous Oscar Fonseca. He's really risen to the occasion, and that occasion, of course, is RWS 200, celebrating in style. This is our first bout of a scheduled 7 bouts this evening. Yeah, you can see Campos on the back foot now. He's just going to jab his weight, run down the clock.
I tell you what, I do love Campos' style tonight. Simple but selective. He's not overcommitting to his shots. He's just throwing those punches straight through the gap. Nice, sharp, and snappy. The old 1-2. Oh! Going for the left-right. Good night there.
Yeah, Oscar's going to have to start thinking about producing a one big Hail Mary strike here. He's got 90 seconds to try and find one, but you can see Campos' defense is watertight, and he's struggling to penetrate it. But doesn't want to back himself into a corner too much.
And you can see Oscar trying, but yet not able to find a target.
And even when he gets close like that, Campos is awaiting with a 1-2.
You know, we were talking about before in the second round whether it's a case that Campos might outpunch himself here, but it feels like Oscar Fonseca has actually outpunched himself. He's very zapped, very exhausted.
Oh, he's taking so much damage, and there's another shot to the body that
shot.
almost folded him. The gloves, I believe.
The durable Ecuadorian here, standing in center ring, trying to cut off the ring.
Oscar looking out of solutions right now. 30 seconds remaining in the 3rd round. Can he find a target? Can he find something special to take out Albert?
No, it looks
Seems like it.
This is our first of 2 prelims here tonight. Still to come after this one. The second and final prelim. Wow. He's back in action, taking on Gonzalo Albina Gota from Peru. And if you saw the press conference, Eduardo Kazimba promised to knock out Gonzalo Albina.
He goes! Not yet at the end of the last round. What a finish for Albert Campos.
Yeah, in the end, that was a sensational performance from Albert Campos. He dominated rounds 1, 2, and 3. To be honest, quite easily in the end. There was a moment right at the start of the fight, if you remember, where Fonseca produced a little bit of magic, but that in turn seemed to be just a warning strike, and from there on out, it was all that man right there, Albert Campos, celebrating his 5th victory here tonight on RWS.
Very appropriate that the little uncle is the star of the first fight of our family reunion here at RWS 200. Phenomenal output, big power, huge shots. Got to give it to Oscar Fonseca. Credit where credit is due. Durable nonetheless.
Yeah, absolutely. He refused to go down. I mean, he went down a couple of times, but he got right back to his feet. I mean, Albert Campos for everything but the kitchen sink at Fonseca. But this fine knee, how do you stay up from that? And then a big right hand. Look at the eyes, oh my goodness. Rolling back into the head, but he still refuses to go down. An incredible performance from an incredible fighter. And someone this year here on RWS looking to go get back to the top. Over to Mr. Beer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of Muay Thai action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored about 30-27, declaring the winner by way of unanimous decision. Red corner, the little uncle Albert Campos.
Once again, a big congratulations to Albert Campos. Perfection. And a big shout out to his coach Leo, Phuket Fight Club as well. 2 from 2 from Campos. We're moving on to our second and final prelim this evening on RWS 200. Award Kazimba returns, promising to send Gonzalo Albinagota back to visit his ancestors. Let's see if he can, whatever that means. And that is up next.
Of course, coming up, Koki Osaki versus Chaitone for the Super Bantamweight World title here at RWS 200.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the final score, all 3 judges scored 30-27 in favor of the winner, Albert the Little Uncle Campos.